they're doing construction on the dome, so it's not as pretty. But we have a tour to attend to here. Here, honey, this is the north. And so we're gonna take a tour of the Capitol building. Pretty. You excited?
Yeah.
Let's see our government in action at the U.S. Capitol. U.S. Capitol Visitor Center. I'm excited. I've never done this before. I've gone to state capitals, but the U.S. Capitol, never.
So, Michelle is holding tickets to get into the gallery to see the House of Representatives. And normally we have to go to a certain office that our senator's office,
our
representative's office from Michigan to get those. But we didn't, so we visited someone here and she said she'd let us have to. We must look nice, like nice people.
Yay!
Colorado, John Jack Swigert Jr., astronaut Apollo 8. Chief Washakie, Arizona.
I got the Senate tickets. Now we get to see the House of Representatives and the Senate in action. Saw a fabulous movie, but it ended in 2002. But it really explains like the history of the Capitol, what the Senate is all about, and everything like that. Really, or Congress is all about, Senate and House of Representatives. Oh, I guess we start moving. Oops. We're in a big line. Fun. Can't wait to take lots of pictures or vlog it. Let the tour begin. This is Nick. He's our tour guide. A lot of marble and the floors are an expensive building to build. Justice and history. Justice.
The scales represent the balance of law. You see the scales in many courtrooms throughout the world. History is on the other side, and she unveils the.
This was the original doorway to the U.S. Capitol, and when it was a square building. Pretty cool. Imagine John Adams walking through this doorway.
As we go through the door, we'll see Corinthian ionic door smell. Every little hears of the door. That's ancient site. And that was the intention of the architect. Now, how could that be? The Supreme Court, the roses were the public roses. It's all about for the first four Chief Justices of the Supreme Court. I mentioned Marshall earlier. That is the room also where the Louisiana Purchase Treaty was ratified and greatly expanded our country from the Mississippi to the Rocky Mountains.
He said that these are all the first 13 colonies in here, but I have to say that I don't think Abraham Lincoln is from a state that was in the first 13 colonies. What do you think? But we're in the crypt. The crypt is supposed to be the statues of the first 13 colonies. Abraham Lincoln, Illinois, not the first 13 colonies. But interestingly, they have ropes blocking it off. I think because they don't want people rubbing his nose. You know, in Springfield, everybody rubs Abraham Lincoln's nose, and his nose is kind of short here. I think it's to save his nose.
Sculpture, and he presented this bust of Lincoln that he did personally. Now, you might not have heard this name, Borglum, but I'll tell you this, you are familiar with his work. You see, Otto Borglum was the architect of a mountain in the state of South Dakota.
Mount Rushmore.
They're the image of four presidents that we know as Mount Rushmore. And there's the images of George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Theodore Roosevelt, and Abraham Lincoln. So this image of Lincoln is very special to us. It is among the original state statues, and so it was a gift given by Books of Morgan to honor the emancipated preserver of our Union. Now let's all
It's all under construction. But you can see a little bit. Kind of stinks. Just see little pieces of it. It's all scaffolding.
Awesome.
The dome.
All right, so we're now underneath the dome, which is one of the most important symbols of our country's government throughout the world. But what is happening to the dome? You see all the scaffolding on the exterior and the interior, and there's netting right here. Well, a little history about the dome is 150 years old. It was built during the Civil War, finished in 1863. Now, the dome is made of cast iron, and the weight of iron of this dome is over 9 million pounds. It's a pretty immense structure. Virginia, it became a farmer again. And at a time when it could easily take over the country militarily, but he knew he was setting.
Here are my suffragettes fighting for women's right to vote. Pretty cool. This is quite the room. Wow.
Let her go back.
Wow. This is quite the room. Wow. This room is so overwhelming. It's like, where do you even point the camera? Just gonna go in a 180 down this way first. Okay. Here, I'll point it towards me and go in 180. National Statuary.
That's right above the columns on this side. And this statue is called Liberty. And
This is Liberty.
in the early 19th century. So Liberty is in the center, holding out the document symbolizing the Constitution that she's given to the representatives that coverage. To her other side is a singer.
Wow.
It represents wisdom.
Courage and wisdom. She's holding courage and wisdom. Those are those creatures with her. Alice just saw Paul Ryan. That's kind of cool. I was looking up.
Where's Mama?
She was here. Our friends from Illinois. Here's a familiar name. This is where Abraham Lincoln, representative from 1847 to 1849.
Wow.
So there's a little theme here. Franklin Pierce, Abraham Lincoln.
That's pretty cool. Big guy. Wow. Oh. Declaration. It's not the original. That's in the National Archives, but still very cool. Wow. Look at this beautiful fireplace.
Rights throughout the state
Official
of
Illinois
She also
statue
was the college
is a woman.
president of the Women's College in Evanston, which today is now
The Women's
Northwestern
College in Evanston, which is now Northwestern.
How do I put where I'm at?
Rosa Parks. Very cool. Beautiful. Well, that was interesting. So we're in the U.S. Senate, and they're talking about EPA stuff and everything, and then two guys get up, and they are talking about ISIS and how we shouldn't be letting in Syrian refugees anymore, and that got really heated, and that was when things got really interesting. Now, there were like nobody in there. They're talking to like an empty gallery, but they're talking about really interesting stuff. And Alice was like practically sleeping until they were talking about ISIS and Syrian refugees. Then she woke up. But now we're gonna go check out the House of Representatives. Ready to go check out the House?
Yeah, and then eat.
All I can say about the gallery of the House of Representatives is that they were voting, and we watched 3 votes, and all it was chaos. Nobody was sitting in their seats, yet they voted on 3 things. Everybody was just talking and jumping around, and there were so many people, and yet they were voting. They were voted on House Bill 526 and 1694, and we have no idea what they were saying. People were talking into microphones, you couldn't hear a thing. Everybody was just chatting, and we have no idea what was going on. What'd you think? No idea, right?
Snapchat you doing your video.
Blah, 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 blah. There's the House office building, and my gosh, there's a bunch of House of Representatives just walking by me. It's kind of neat. The Library of Congress. It's beautiful. There are a lot of books here. I could get lost in there, not just for a day, not just for a week. I could probably spend a good amount of time in there. After much debate,
I'm sure that burger place had other things too.
Tortilla Coast, it is.
There's a popcorn truck parking outside.
What are their flavors?
They have a bunch of flavors.
They have chocolate flavors.
They have Capital Caramel, Congressional Cheddar,
That's so cool.
Wolf Blisters, Blazing Buffalo. You know Wolf Blitzer from the CNN?
I'm surprising her on our next
I
stop.
think we're going to meet Obama somewhere.
Yeah, right. I think he's in Paris. That'd be a long trip. She doesn't know where we're going. But I'm surprising her on our next stop. Someplace I've actually never been, but I know is here, and I'm excited to show her at least the building. Downtown Washington looks like any downtown in the United States. Very different than being out on the Capitol area. You'd never know you were in the capital of the United States. So here's the surprise. This is like the biggest gay building in the world because it's the Human Rights Campaign national headquarters.
So when people call me about subscribing, are they calling from here?
No, they're probably calling as volunteers,
okay.
But they could be calling from here. This is in Washington, D.C. at the corner of Rhode Island and 17th Street. And they have this cool building. You can actually rent out space for like an event and stuff like that. But it's like a whole building dedicated to helping the lives of gay and lesbian people. Isn't that just so cool? We're gonna go check it out. A bit of trivia. It used to be the Jewish Federation. Jewish Federation bought a bigger building and the gays bought it. Human Rights Campaign envisions a world where gay, lesbian, bisexual, and transgender people are ensured equality and embraced as full members of society at home, at work, and in every community. The Chilean embassy. We're in like Embassy Row right now, checking out all the embassies. And there is the Republic of Embassy Consulate. Kind of cool, just walking by embassy after embassy. We just walked by the Black Consulate or caucus of the Senate. And this is just fascinating. We're just walking towards DuPont Circle. Republic of Uzbekistan. Here's their flag. Okay, how many times on the radio and stuff have you ever heard of the Brookings Institute? Part of Johns Hopkins. Here's the building. Brookings Institute. The Endowment for International Peace. Right there. We need them to walk in right now because what we were hearing on the Senate floor around ISIS and Syria, very scary.